All right, shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all being in this episode of the Sports Coma. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. By all means, feel free to share the show on your social media feed. Big Q representing the Who Dat Nation, man. Shout out to you guys, and shout out to FanDuel, the sponsor of the Sports Coma. For all your betting needs, feel free to go to FanDuel. Check out the app or the website for all your bets. The Super Bowl is coming up this week. We also have this weekend, rather. We also have NBA, NHL, MMA, whatever your sports betting feed is. Feel free to go and get fed at FanDuel, man. Get your bets in. Let's get into this article right here, family. How about a deal working to get Cesar Ruiz out of here? Wouldn't that be cool? So this is an article that's proposed by the Chargers, who who can't seem to get enough of our offensive linemen, right? We know Trevor Penning was traded out there, but this is a writer from their side of it, from Balt's Beat, that basically is campaigning for the Chargers to go after none other than Cesar Ruiz. And I welcome you guys to please come and make that happen. But this is the article right here. Chargers urged to make another trade with Saints to address major offseason need. Could the Bolts hit up the Saints again for offensive line help? Please do. Please do. It is really no secret that the Chargers' biggest need this offseason improving the O-line, as the Bolts were easily one of the worst in the league this year. Just ask Herbert, who was sacked 54 times he took during the regular season, as well as the additional 6 in the Chargers' wild card loss to the Patriots. He'd like to tell you the same. Well, he actually wouldn't, as he's just far too nice to say something like that. But somehow, some of the struggles can obviously be attributed to losing starting tackles, as Rashawn Slater was lost for the year after suffering a torn patella tendon in training camp. Joe Alt missed several games early in the season with ankle issues, and an injury that ultimately shut his season down after he re-aggravated it in week 9. But that's simply an excuse, an easy excuse, as a fact of matter remains that the backups Jim Harbaugh has had in place on the exterior could not cut it, which is why they made a deal with the Saints at the trade deadline early in the year to acquire Trevor Penning, which worked out horribly, as the former first-round pick was benched quickly. But everybody want to know, well, how Penning doing out there? There you go. Now, and then, of course, there's the matter of the interior, as guard Zion Johnson and Mekhi Becton and center Bradley Bozeman all had subpar seasons, and all three may be gone soon, as Johnson is set to hit free agency, while Becton and Bozeman seem like prime cut candidates, especially now that Mike McDaniel is on board as the offensive coordinator, as neither is a good fit for his system. And such moves will need to be made, and one of the NFL analysts believe that another trade with the Saints could conceivably be one of those moves. Saints guard Cesar Ruiz has been thrown into the mix as a trade option for the Chargers. Recently, FanSided's writer Justin Carter shared what he believed to be a dream trade target for several teams that could have been eliminated for the postseason, that has picked up for the Bolts with 6-year veteran guard Cesar Ruiz was a first-round pick for the Saints back in 2020. This is what he wrote. Los Angeles Chargers need offensive line help. The team's inability to give Justin Herbert a clean pocket borders on malpractice, and is as good of a move as hiring Mike Daniel is as the OC. It means nothing if Herbert continues to be harassed by the defense. Saints guard Cesar Ruiz, PFF's 13th best graded guard for pass blocking last season. Though he struggled to run block, the Saints could still use him, but maybe they could use the $9.5 million in cap space they saved by trading him for June 1st more than they could use Ruiz. So the run block struggles could be concerning. Mike McDaniels does view the run game as an important piece of the offense to complement the passing attack, but as Carter mentioned, Ruiz did 13th among all guards in 25 with a 73.1 PFF pass blocking grade. And for the Chargers to have any sort of success in 2026, Herbert obviously has to stay healthy, so this could conceivably be an option for them. The big issue, though, is that Ruiz carries a cap hit of 14 million for both 26 and 27, which might be more than Los Angeles wants to take on. And then, of course, there's the matter of what the Bolts would have to send the Saints in return. Now, if Ruiz ends up being a cut casualty, which is a possibility, the narrative naturally changes. It is certainly an intriguing option, but doesn't seem overly likely at this point. So listen, man, we support you. We absolutely will support and applaud the Chargers coming to get Cesar Ruiz off of our hands. as you can see, there are people out there who don't watch film, and some of these people be just looking at statistics writing these articles because we've been looking to get rid of Cesar Ruiz. They don't know, and we're not trying to tell them. Come and get Cesar Ruiz. Y'all can have him. We're looking to upgrade the position anyway. So what do you guys think about this article that these guys are actually, the Chargers are being kind of I guess, they're giving they're not ordering them, but they're recommending, that's the word. They're recommending the Chargers come back to the Saints for a potential trade for Cesar Ruiz. We'll take him. We'll take it. If you're giving up a third round pick, if a third round, I give him up for a third round pick. I give him up for a third and a fourth. I mean, no doubt about it. We're looking to upgrade that position anyway. He got a couple years left on his deal. His play is suffering, but we will take a third or a third and a fourth. We'll take a player swap, whatever you got for Cesar Ruiz. We got to make that position better anyway. So it just goes to show you one man's, is another man's treasure. So this is one of the it's crazy work. Anyway, what y'all think, man? Hit up the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about Cesar Ruiz getting on up out of here and heading to the Chargers or anywhere else for that matter. Goddamn it, y'all let me know. Hit the comment section up, man. Anyway, that's all I got. I'ma holler at y'all on the next with much love, peace, and we got